Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Well, we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs kicker Ryan Suckup about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. From the 6. He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Mayfield on play action. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gets up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a...
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A quick throw by Brady complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Succa. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 36, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. These two teams all tied after 1. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Brady now to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Brady going to throw. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Coleman will try up the middle. And some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a carry for Bernard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Bucs at 7-8 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Mayfield. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bucs 41-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's more. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's returnable now for Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They go play action. Mayfield. And it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette on the counter, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. Fournette, a first down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And this one's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Brady now on 1st down.
Right back to Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Foreman. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late. Challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials to take another look. So Todd Bowles had it right, and he wins the challenge. On first down, Brady.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Amari Barno in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Brady got to have this one. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now Leonard Fournette, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down, back to Fournette. And so there he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point put through by Suckup as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze.